Hey, animal collectors! We got another two frogs from the Animal Heavenly Body, a series of Laugh and Grow Fat, wave 20. Different waves have different animals. In this case, we have frogs. Sadly, I never see a date on these boxes. All I know is it's made of polyurethane. It's a rigid polyurethane. The average size might be 7 centimeters. They don't really mark what frog is on the box, which I think is kind of silly. I don't think they're blind boxes because they literally are slide open boxes. They're very strong because they're rigid plastic again, and you don't want those things breaking in shipping. I think this is a strawberry poison dart frog. This is Chinese, so I don't even bother opening it. So you can see all that foam. It's because they do have larger frogs, but see these toes, they're rigid plastic, so it could theoretically break. Luckily, not the case with this one. And let's see what's in here. I think we have this blue one, but I might be wrong. Could be the cobalt blue. Discophis. No, this is the tomato frog. Okay. Yeah, again, possible those toes could break off. So, Uhufega pumilio bastimentos is known as the strawberry poison dart frog. So these frogs, they ingest a lot of mites and ants and insects that contain a lot of alkaloids, and those alkaloids are what create the poison in the skin of these things. And so if anything's dumb enough to try to eat this thing, it suffers convulsions, if not death. Both the male and the female help in rearing the young. The males are very protective of the area, and the females actually feed the young unfertilized eggs for food. Interesting. There's around 30 different color morphs of this species here. You might see down there. So these frogs are native to Central America, a few countries in Central America, but they're very common in the pet trade. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't collect real frogs, but I have a suspicion they lose their poisonous nature in captivity because they're not fed these insects that contain all these alkaloids. Maybe if they're just fed crickets, they lose their poison ability because they're not ingesting poison to create poison, but I might be wrong. Oddly, Wikipedia doesn't mention how big these things get, but I'm pretty sure they're generally as small as that. I've seen them at pet stores, and they're very small frogs. So, how long is this? Maybe it's, let's say around 45 millimeters in length there. And, yeah, it's a small one. It's a solid chunk of resin. We have an off-white base color here, and you can see it's got the big wide toes because it hangs out on leaves and stuff like that. Alright, that's pretty plain. It's got tiny little nostrils there. No extra paint though. Not even paint in the mouth groove. The eyes are just pitch black darkness. That reflection of my LEDs means there's quite a shiny surface. And then you got this nice, I guess that's supposed to be strawberry color, but it's not really. I would say it's a mix of orange and red. And then you have these tampo printed black and white splotches on it. All in all, it looks like the images that I pulled up on the screen. It's not really cartooned. It just looks like a real frog. It's interesting that the real frog just has pitch black eyes like an insect. It's kind of weird. I guess some reptiles tend to do that. I wonder why. Some reptiles have irises and pupils. Others just don't. Unless we just can't see. Oh, looking at this, maybe there is. It's just dark, the color of the iris. So Discophis antongili is known as the Madagascar tomato frog. I would hope you can make that association there. Females grow larger. They grow up to 10.5 centimeters, but this one is around 5 centimeters, so it's like halfway there. And they can weigh 230 grams in real life. This is a solid chunk. I'm not going to bother weighing it. So the bright colors are to ward off predators, but it doesn't really say that it's a poisonous frog. It's just a warning, but I think it's a fake warning. Although it can produce allergic reactions in humans. Alright, I guess that's all I care to learn. It eats bugs like most frogs. So, looking at the bottom of this, we have I guess an off-white and yellow base. And then we can see this morphing into orange, and then ultimately red at the top. And the top is very, it's not warty, but it's definitely got a, I guess like a, it's almost like a sandblasted or smooth rock-like texture, much rougher than the base of the thing. This one does have some paint, like a brown paint for the mouth groove, and there's also like some brown paint in the nostrils. And then yes, I suppose we have some decals on the eyes, but they're very well laid. The eye is so shiny, so I would hope that that's like a clear coat keeping the decal in place. Yeah, so this one clearly has a pupil, an iris, and a sclera. 3 different colors there. Very neat. Then you got this black stripe here, yellow splotching, brown splotching. So decent paint efforts there on the sides. I mean, this is a pretty crazy surface. Maybe that's hand painted, because I'm not sure if you could tampo print that black around such a sharp thing. Such sharp folds in the skin. Alright. So here's a tomato frog from the second series of Frog Planet. And the Frog Planet ones are far cartoonier. It looks like something out of The Simpsons. This is a magnetic tomato head, tomato hat, leaf hat, or whatever. Let's see, animal heavenly body has this cute little common rain frog. This is from Wave 13. And then also we have the Chaco horn frog from this Wave 20. So Animal Planet is going for realism, it seems. That's why they're using decals for the eyes, whereas these are definitely, the Frog Planets are just straight up cartoon frogs. I actually prefer the cartoon frogs myself, but you know, some frogs in real life are just funny looking. Alright, well, I will collect more frogs, learn about some other amphibians, and hopefully we'll see you in those videos. Thanks for watching.